Well, we all know that the auto component stocks are actually more popular than stocks which actually sell the vehicles, may it be EV or petrol. So, in this video, I have picked 3 automobile stocks which actually sell the auto components and not the vehicle itself. Okay, so this will be a complete analysis of all these 3 stocks, and the fundamentals of these stocks are actually good. And in this video we are going to do a full analysis, the fundamentals and the price action, and we'll arrive at a conclusion if these stocks are actually investment worthy or not, and what will be a good entry time for these stocks. Okay, and the initials of all these 3 companies are SEG. What do they stand for? Let's find out in this video. Just a reminder that this is not a stock recommendation video, this is just an educational video to help you make better investing decisions, right? With that said, let's get started. Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Financial Impulse. So the first stock of the list that I have made today, the initial starts with S, and this is one of the stocks on which I have already made a video in some of my another list, where I also mentioned 3 stocks which are mid cap stocks but are worth investing. I will share that link in the description section if you have not watched that video. So without any further delay, the name of this stock is Shriram Piston and Ring. So let us first open the screener page and we'll check the fundamentals once again. I'm not going through every detail because I have gone through it multiple times. Okay, so I'm scrolling down directly to the important numbers. Okay, the stock price 2,359, market cap 10,392 crore, reserves 2,349, and debt is 507. So debt to equity ratio is excellent. 3 years average sales growth 19, profit growth 46.2, earning per share growth 46.14. So these numbers are also solid. Interest coverage ratio 20.84, current ratio 2. These numbers are also looking good. Operating profit margin 20.40, industry P is 26 and the stock is 20.51 stocks P. So it is currently undervalued. Okay, Altman Z score 7.5, so it's fine. Now coming to 3 years profit and loss statement, 2069 to 3089, huge jump here in sales, then 3550. So the sales has been growing pretty well, and if I scroll back little bit early, or we check the previous data, it was 2065, then it jumped to 2609. So there has been pretty good growth in sales. Operating profit 304, 460, 642, 742, very good growth in sales as well. Operating profit margin 15%, 18%, 21%, 20%. So it has grown up steadily. So that's a very good sign. And same with earning per share 37.18, 66.70, 100.47, 115.02. So the earning per share is climbing rapidly. So all these are giving a very clear and bright picture of Shriram Piston and Rings. Now let's check the shareholding pattern. So if we check last 3 quarters data, then we see the promoters have kept their stake constant at 43.75, but FIs have increased their stake 4.27, 4.50, 5.30. DIs 12.74, 13.06, 13.15. So DIs have also increased their stake, FIs have also increased their stake, and promoters have kept their stake constant. So you can get the idea that this stock is actually pretty solid, and you will rarely find a stock which is that solid. And coming to its business and all, if you go to the official website and also read the key points, you will find the details. But do not worry, I will actually share both these links in the description section of all the 3 stocks. You have to do little bit of homework yourself before you consider investing in anything, and I promise that it will be worth your time, because you must know, you must have conviction about something that you are interested in investing in. Okay, so this is the official website. I'm not going through much detail. Now we'll take a look at the price action. Okay, Shriram Piston and Rings. Okay, this is the daily time frame, and you can see the stock actually gave a gap up here. Okay, and this was 14% in one day. I'm pretty sure the volume will be high. It is extremely high. You can see the previous volume bars here, small bars, but this one is very big. Okay, clearly the volume is much higher than the previous bars. Okay, clear breakout. Now the thing is that after coming to this level, it is starting to slow down. So what will be a good entry point? Well, let me simplify the chart for you. Okay, so if I place one resistance level here, because currently we are seeing that it is facing resistance here. So we can see that the low point is here around 1652, high point is around 2545. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw fib retracement. Okay, this technique is actually very popular, very accurate and reliable. Okay, and you can see that the 50% retracement level falls around 2135. So I would like you to keep an eye on this level 2135. Okay, the stock could come to this level or stay somewhere between 2243 and 2135, somewhere here, and then if it starts showing strength from here, then you can definitely guess that yes, it is about to turn back. And also by this time you will see that the stock is having the support of 50 EMA. Currently the 50 EMA is here. The stock might also go below 50 EMA for some days, but then I'm pretty sure it will give a turnaround because the fundamentals are good. So definitely it should give a turnaround. Okay, and you should be eyeing on that level, that move. Okay, so the best level for buying will be around 2250. You can round up, but the stock should consolidate here for a while. Okay, between 61.8% and 50%. So if you are confused with the levels, pause the video and mark these two levels. Okay, the stock should bounce above this one and around 2250. After the bounce, this will be a good level for buying. Okay, but do your own homework and research. So that was the first stock from this list. Now we are going to go to the second stock. Okay, and the initials for this stock is E. What is the name of the company? It is Endurance Technologies. So let's take a look at Endurance Technologies. Back to screen. Okay, here I will type ENDU Endurance Technologies. Okay, and again same thing we are going to do here. Okay, this is the official website. Please go through it. You will get to know about the business it is doing. Okay, and all those things. I am going to check the numbers. Okay, so current market price 2576. Current market price is 2576. Market cap of 36,243. So it's a large cap already. Okay, then reserve 5,576. Debt 943. Debt to equity ratio is very good at 0.17. 3-year sales growth 15.26. Profit earning per share growth at 20.85. This is good. Interest coverage ratio 24.13. This is good. Current ratio 1.71. Operating profit margin 13.42. Industry PE 26.93. Stock PE 43.81. So it is slightly overvalued, but this is also telling us that the buyers are willing to pay more price, okay, than the industry is itself is. The valuation of the industry. Okay, so that's a good thing actually, right? Now coming to the 3 years profit and loss. Sales has gone up 8,804 to 10,241, then 11,561. Very good growth in sales. Operating profit 1,036, 1328, 1551. Operating profit margin 12%, 13%, 13%. Clearly there is strong growth, and you can see the same in earning per share as well. 34.09, 48.38, 59.46. Now shareholding pattern. You can see that the promoters have kept the maximum amount of stake as they can hold as per the rules of SEBI, that is 75%, and you can see it has been consistent since 2022, and I think it would have been much earlier also, since when this has been maintained at 75%. 75. FI is holding 9.53, 11.50, 12.37. Clearly there is strong growth, but we are seeing some decline in DIs. Okay, although in the previous stock there was increase in both, but here there is decline, but that is not a major red flag, because obviously they will do some selling, or otherwise who will book the profit? They have to book the profit at some point. Okay, so we can consider this as the overall picture is good for Endurance Technologies. And also please go through the key points, details, everything about this company. We'll now go to the price action. Endurance Technologies. Okay, so I'm closing the 50 MA. First of all, we'll take a look at the big picture, that is in weekly. So we can see that the stock came to a level of around 3,000, then it rapidly went down by around 44-45%. Okay, and now it is sharply climbing up. Okay, so we are going to use the anchored view app here. Okay, so I will place it here, and what do I see? The anchored view app is also going up. Okay, and if I use the daily time frame, I can see that the stock is actually climbing up sharply, gone up by 28% in just 1 month. Okay, so one more anchored VWAP we can put here also. So I will put at the top. Okay, and what we can see that the anchor VWAP, the second anchor VWAP, that is this one, actually detected some near term resistance. You can see resistance here, again resistance here, again resistance here. So this was being respected, this level was being respected, and now the stock broke above it and now trying to use this one as the support. So it makes this anchored VWAP point irrelevant. So we are going to delete it. So I have deleted. Now if I use the 50 MA, we can see that the 50 MA is sharply climbing up, and what I think is that this stock will consolidate at this level for a while. So technically speaking, it will be better for investors to wait for the stock to break above this 2600 level. Okay, 2550 to 2600 level. Okay, with the support of major moving average like 50 MA, which is slightly below here. Okay, if it gets the support and gives a breakout above this level, let's say 2550. Okay, above that level, and this is not a fixed level, okay, set in stone, no, nothing like that. It's a zone 2550 to 2600, like that you can consider. If it breaks above that, then it's a good entry point. Okay, so that was about Endurance Technologies. Now we are going to move towards our third stock, and this is a company which I have done few videos earlier as well. The name is Gabriel India. Okay, so let's take a look at Gabriel India. Again, back to screen, and here we'll type GBRIL, Gabriel India. Okay, and we are again now going to scroll down to the important part. Stock price 593, market cap 8521, and reserves is 1142, and very small debt, very small debt, it's just 8.71. so debt to equity ratio is excellent at 0.01. 3 years average sales growth 16, profit growth 33.25, earning per share growth 33.25, interest coverage ratio 70.78, current ratio almost 2, which is good. Then operating profit margin at 8.84, industry P 26, stock P 40. Okay, and Altman Z score is also good. Now let's take a look at the profit and loss statement. So sales went up from 2972 to 3343, then 3643, very good growth. Operating profit 214, 290, 322. Operating profit margin 7%, 9%, 9%. Now the operating profit margin has gone up. Earning per share 9.21, 12.89, 14.75. Now coming to shareholding pattern, 55% is the number that they have mentioned, the promoters. FI's holding is fluctuating slightly on a very low margin, 5.5% to 5.33, then 5.23. Decrease but very small, it's fine. Okay, but we are seeing some good increase in DI's number, 12.88 to 13.46, 14.67. So overall here also the shareholding pattern is looking strong. Either FI's or DI's is increasing the stake. So in Gabriel India, we saw that DIs have increased their stake in the last 3 quarters, but FIs have slightly decreased. Promoter stake is constant. In Endurance Technology, we saw that FIs have increased their stake, but DIs have reduced their stake. Okay, and promoter stake is again consistent. But in Shriram Piston and Rings, we saw that the promoter stake is constant, but FIs and DIs both have increased their stake. So overall, you can get a good picture that these 3 stocks are actually fundamentally very strong. You just have to time your entry properly. Now let's go to Gabriel India's chart. Gabriel India. Okay, I'm hiding the 50 EMA here. Okay, and you can see I have already drawn one trend line for this stock, and if you think about the reason why, then you will get the answer. If you have been a follower of this channel, I have made one video on this stock earlier as well. I mentioned that after this level is broken with good volume, then the stock could continue going up, and we are getting to see the same thing here right now. Okay, now if we talk about the current price action, the stock is trying to turn the near term resistance as the support. So which level is that? This is the level around 590. Okay, and if I draw one anchored VWAP point here, okay, I can see the stock has actually come down below its anchored VWAP point. So we have to wait for the stock to climb back above that level. Okay, you can just mark the anchor viewer point like I did, okay, and leave it like that. Okay, whenever it will break that level, then you can consider entering, and along with that it needs the support of 50 MA. So the stock has also started closing below 50 MA, so you have to be careful. You just have to wait for the stock to get the support of 50 MA and then break this anchor viewer level. So you can consider 600 as a safe level, okay, but only after it forms the proper base, okay, and see around 600 will be a good entry point. Okay, so that was the third stock. Now I would like to also mention that I have not discussed the business of these three companies. Okay, that you have to do little bit of research yourself, because the video will be very long if I go to the official website, discuss every product, every services, everything that they are doing. It will be very long and it will be boring. So you have to do little bit of homework yourself. I have highlighted the key point that investors need. Okay, and I hope this video was useful and informative to you. If it was, please hit the like button, share this video with other people, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. Also, I will leave the link of my previous stock picks videos in the description section below. Please go and check them, they will be very useful to you. Thank you for watching. If you found my video valuable, consider joining the Financial Impulse membership community, where you will get more stock analysis posts, and also you will be able to chat with me directly one to one on Discord and ask your queries. Bye, take care.